Hey everybody, Carla here. Did you miss me? I missed you too. It has been a crazy almost 3 weeks since I've done a video, and it has just been a really intense time for me. I am head down, like shoulder to the wheel, finishing some projects that I'm launching over the next couple of weeks, and I'm really excited about that. And in order to do that, I had to, institute some balance and kind of stay away from the videos for a minute. In the meantime, I have to tell you about this thing that happened to me that was absolutely fascinating, and I call this my farewell to fried chicken. Here's what happened. So, in the middle of all this project work, I was doing a short juice fast, not anything that was going to be 60 days or what have you, but, like 10 to 14 days is what I had planned on. I'm rolling along pretty good. I think I'm on day 8 at this point, and my father, as beloved as he is to me, brings over Popeye's chicken in my house. Popeye's chicken. Now, I have to give you all a little history about me with the Popeye's chicken. First of all, fried chicken was a staple in my house. A staple when we were growing up. My mother would make it. My mother makes the best fried chicken in the world. And she would make it, or for a treat, we would go out as a family to have Churches or KFC or something. Like, it was just, fried chicken. My grandmother made it, my aunt made it, everybody made it. So it's one of those things that you grow up with, and it's a food that becomes dear to your heart. I mean, we've had like some of the best Thanksgivings I remember. Actually, some of the best Christmases that I remember was just me, my mother, my aunt, and another friend of mine with hordes of fried chicken and movies all day. So you see what I'm saying? It's something that I have loved forever. So when he brought the fried chicken over, I was like, ooh, this is just something that I am not going to be able to resist. So forget the idea of even resisting it. I am going to have me some fried chicken wings, and I'm going to be happy in this moment, and then I'm going to let it go, right? Because over this process of understanding more and more about myself with juicing and raw foods and going more plant-based, I've realized that you have to institute that place of forgiveness in yourself. If you slip off of your program, you could either spend years beating yourself up, or you could forgive yourself and move on, which is exactly what I was prepared to do. Forgive myself, have the fried chicken, and move on. So I eat. And then later that night, it was the craziest thing, because I woke up in the middle of the night and my body was not happy. I could feel the chicken moving through my system, moving through my colon, and my colon was pit, my intestinal tract. I think of the colon as the whole thing, the intestinal tract. Whatever it is, my insides were upset. I laid there in bed, I was like, oh God, I'm dying. It was just, I could feel it. And then you start sweating and you're nauseous and you can feel like this fried chicken coming through your pores. And then I had these dreams. This is a little graphic. I had these dreams where I was eating chicken, and it was like live chicken, and it was bloody, and the carcass and the it was horrible. It was horrible. And I felt horrible the entire next day. It was just, I can't even I have never in my life had a reaction to chicken in this way. Now, this is somebody who's even seen the movie Food, Inc. And I have this, I now, after seeing that movie, had this aversion to red meat because of the images that I saw in that movie. But there were still these images of chickens, and I was like, oh, okay, but it's okay, it's chicken. Because it's just one of those things that I grew up with. It's one of those things that was just dear to my heart. I associate with family and love and fun times and that kind of thing. So for me to have this reaction to fried chicken was drastic. Really drastic. And then I attribute that to my decision after that to commit to being raw, at least 95% of the time. once you go through the process of juicing, now whether you're juicing for weight loss or you're juicing to make a significant change in your health, once you go through this process, you'll find that you taste things differently. I mean, we've had this discussion about the taste that I now have about the sweet sweet fruit juices. It's way too sweet for me. The beet pineapple juice that I used to love, absolutely adore, now is it's just a little too sweet. I prefer the green juices or the tartar juices that just have a smoothness to them. And, you know, to have that taste change, I expected to not want fried chicken anymore. Is something that, what has happened to me? It's almost, there's a sense of grief. There's a sense of loss because, again, I attribute that to my family and good times and wonderful times and my childhood. And now I think that's just not going to be a part of my experiences with them anymore. So in addition to the grief that I was feeling about, wait a second, no more fried chicken, there's also a sense of freedom that no, you don't have to go past a Popeyes and yearn and scratch at the window. It's not what I want anymore. It's not what I crave anymore. I'm telling you, every time the idea of fried chicken or chicken nuggets, or God forbid the chicken nuggets have to supersize, no. But I mean, just, you know, no. I actually feel nauseous. I feel like this is just not the thing. The image that went through my mind in that horrible night of me with, yeah, I don't want to get graphic and ruin this for you, because if that's something that you love still and you want to incorporate fried chicken into your meals with lots more vegetables and some green juices, and that's fine. I'm just saying that for me, I got to that point where I can't bite into the meat anymore and not think that I'm actually biting into, yeah, I just can't do it anymore. It was so fascinating to actually get to this point. And I can actually say, you know, farewell to fried chicken. That's so odd. But I guess that's where I am. It's all about, you know, growth and transition and real honest to goodness change. It's crazy. So that's what happened to me on my 3 weeks away. I'll see you guys later.